Well, hello there, Aries. Welcome to Private Readings. I'm Lady J, and I'm here to talk to you about August. August is going to have 4 weeks in it, and we're going to do the full overview for this reading. And I just want you to know that, we're going to have 3 rows and 4 columns of cards. We're going to be doing that whole thing, and then we'll go in depth on the very first week of August, which is the 3rd through the 9th. I have a beautiful new candle. I'm in Washington, by the way. Did I mention I'm in Washington? This is cool, right? Ta-da! And yes, things have been changing around the channel. I've got some thumbnails going up. Yay! I'm learning new things, like we talked about last month, is that everybody's learning new things, and I'm learning new things too. So I'm excited about it. I know that they're pretty basic, but it's good, right? I'm excited. So this is really cool. So I just want to thank you all for your likes, shares, and subscribes. Every one of you matters to me. Love those comments. Keep bringing me your comments. I'm still answering them personally, and I really appreciate all of your interest in what my work is. If you are here for your sun, moon, or rising, you're in the right place. Ta-da! All of this is good information for you. Things are going to continue to change. That's just what's going on. My better angels are reminding us that it's going to be really important this month of August for us to feel our feelings. Okay? We can do that in public. We can do that in private. We can do it wherever we need to do it. But we need to feel the feelings. That's the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay? So when we're angry, we need to feel that anger. When we're feeling happy, we need to feel that happy. When we're feeling sad, let the tears flow. And sometimes tears come when we're happy. So whatever the depth of your emotion is, go for it. Let it run through you. The more we keep it bottled up, the more we keep it away from ourselves or away from other people. Well, other people, they may or may not be a part of your project. But the truth of your feelings has to be understood and felt. It will wreak havoc physically in your body if you don't feel those feelings, okay? So yeah, let it out. It's going to be okay. Like I said, you don't have to do it with everybody, but you have to do it somewhere, okay? I have a candle, so I went shopping. I ran out of candles, so I had to go buy a candle. So I went to this really, really cool store, and I got this really neat candle. It's called San Benito. Yes. It's got a lot of time to burn, so I think that's going to be really helpful. It's also got some really cool sparkles and things on the inside. So you can see all the sparkles and shells and things in there. Y'all, I love it. And it comes with a blessing. So I'm going to read the blessing on it to you, all right? Saint Benedict Abbot, I ask you to intercede before the Lord to keep bad people and neighbors from my life and my home. I want to live in harmony and serenity. Help me to be tolerant and compassionate. Grant my heart the strength and the patience to forgive, protect my home and my family from all evil and danger. May your blessings and grace be with us always. Thank you for your protection and unconditional love. Amen. This is going to be lit for all the readings, and I'm very excited to have that little blessing out there in the universe, because it's a good one. Let's go ahead and light that candle. We won't read that blessing every single time, but it will be there, okay? So just keep in mind that that blessing is still a part of our reading all the time. Very cool, and it will be right here on the table, all right? So yeah, we were feeling our feelings, but there's the other message from my better angels, and they're talking about how it's really important that we be prepared. I'm feeling very Cub Scouty. The vibes were very Cub Scouty, like go bag Cub Scouty, you know? Always carry that pocket knife. If you're feeling compelled to carry a pocket knife, do that. That's a good thing. There's nothing wrong with having the things you need with you when you need them. So be aware of that. Pay attention to what that means for you and be prepared, all right? Because whatever's going on, we need to be ready, all right? It's going to be okay. We're going to be fine. It's going to be amazing, all right? So, fun, right? So now then, let's go ahead and get into the cards a little bit, all right? So what we have here, I have some new cards to share. Ta-da! We're going to use a brand new deck. It's called Tarot of the Abyss. Huzzah! I found this one when working in Louisiana earlier this year, so that was super fun. Had a good time with that. We're going to go ahead and spread these guys out. And yeah, they spread nice. I'm going to grab a card from here for our guiding card for the month. All right. Yep, just one card from this entire deck for the entire month. It's an introduction, right? We're going to introduce this deck to you. And this is the card. The Wise One. This is their version of the Hierophant, right? So this is very much speaking to ceremony. It's speaking to honoring what you know in your gut and in your heart. Remember the messages from your old self as well as your young self, right? There's a lot of parts of you that need to be acknowledged in this moment. The more you can acknowledge the wisdom you have inside you and listen to that inner voice, the better off you'll be. This is a truly beautiful, beautiful card. It doesn't have the Three of Cups vibe where it's the young one, the maiden, and the crone. That's not it. We're talking about two different people having a conversation and a supervisor. So that's really cool. Be the supervisor. Be the one who's there, who knows both sides of the story, but also has the wisdom to say, this is the better answer for all parties concerned, right? So this month, we're going to be focusing in on being the smart one who can advise for all involved. Nice. I like that. Cool. Okay, cool. Now we need a mystery card. And we're going to get that mystery card from this really cool deck, which is called the Witch's Tarot. And yes, it has a pentagram on top. This is a pentagram / pentacle, which is, for me, when a pentagram has the point facing upwards, this means that it's speaking to the light and it carries the light's energy in it, as opposed to when, if this deck had this sort of pentagram on it, I probably wouldn't be as interested in playing with it, because I don't not acknowledge the fact that there's darkness out there, because I do. Yes, people, there is darkness out there, and you can embrace it or you cannot, and I choose not to. That's all. And it doesn't mean that I'm ignoring it or I'm putting my head in the sand. It's that when I share with you, I want to come from a place of light, because that is who I am and that is what I do. I don't carry darkness. It's not my thing. Others will, and that's their thing, and you can find them too on YouTube, but it's not mine. So this is why this deck doesn't spook me or upset me in any way, shape, or form, and I don't want it to upset you either. I think it's a fine deck and has lots of good things going on with it, so let's go ahead and get into it, right? So yes, we're going to use this deck to go ahead and get a mystery card. So this is a card we will read at the end of this reading. It will help pull things together at the end of the reading. Give a final message. You can set it right there. Nope, I think we're setting them over. No, I don't know where we're setting that. I don't remember. Okay, so we're going to set that one right there for now. We might move it because it might not fit there. So let's go ahead. This deck is for later. These are for later. So we're going to do the overview. We'll go ahead and use this beautiful Tempest tarot deck. Very piratey. Breaking out the pirate vibes. Love that. So we're going to have all 4 columns. The candle's got to back up a little bit. We're going to bring this out like that. Dun, dun, dun. Little organization. First reading of the day is always going to have a little housekeeping. So All is well. We are right where we need to be. All right, perfect. Set that there. Now then, let's see what we have going on for you Aries for August. August 3rd through the 9th, yes. So 3rd through the 9th is going to be this first week. We'll go in depth on it at the end of this reading, so stick with me. We'll get to it, all right? The 9 of Wands is telling me that for this particular week, we want to remember to stand up for who we are as a person. Make sure that we are not giving up who we are personally for anybody, okay? Because who we are as a person is important, and the way we represent ourselves and the way we talk to other people needs to represent our core values, our core self, right? So I don't want you to give any part of yourself up for any of that. It'll be fun. I think you'll have a good time with that, okay? Oh, look, our little turtle is back. You know, he's just a little fun guy. He's always here. I've had him since I started the channel. If you'd like, we could name him. You want to give him a name? You want to put a name down there in the comments? We can name the little turtle. He took last month off for the first time, which was kind of funny, but he did. And now he's back. And I thought maybe we could name him, all right? So I'll put him back over here. He likes to hang with the skull. That's good. Nice. Okay, so, sorry, I digress. What is blocking us this particular week? The 3rd through the 9th, we have the Tower. Things will not be moving forward easily. These will not be falling apart, but they will not be falling together either. So everything is kind of at a standstill. So whatever's going on, we're just going to take it as it comes and go, okay, this is interesting. Nothing is moving forward or backward. It's just not moving, okay? Now, the final solution, of course, we always have where we are, what's blocking us in our solution. King of Swords. The King of Swords is all about how there is going to be a bossy person in the mix. Somebody who wants to take control of the situation and tell us where we need to go, how we need to get there, and what we need to do. So that's a very interesting truth. We want to pay attention to what that is and how that comes across for us as well as for other people. Okay, we don't want there to be a lot of issues with it, but we do want to be aware of him and realize he might have knowledge we need. So this is somebody in authority that will have information you need, and you definitely want to go and check in with them when you're feeling uncertain necessarily. Remember, we're not compromising who we are as a person, but we can get information and then apply that information without having to give up ourselves, right? Information is power, and we don't want to have an issue where we don't get to do what we need to do or take care of ourselves, all right? So be cautious and be careful, but get the information you need, okay? Now then, let's talk about the 10th through the 16th. Yes, all right, the 10th through the 16th. Ooh, options are coming. You know, you have options, possibilities, new things are happening. It feels like you've put enough information out there into the universe that you've said, hey, this is what I want, this is what I'm looking for. Could the universe just please start giving it to me? And now you want to look at the things that are going to expire first and get on top of those immediately. If they don't go toward your dreams and goals, throw them away. And then the other things you can put in your back pocket, okay? I don't want you to lose out on any opportunities because you have opportunities overflowing this particular week, which is super cool. Make sure it's going toward your dreams and goals. Otherwise, get rid of it, all right? Now then, what else is going on? Oh, nothing is moving quickly. Everything is going to go super slow. It might be breaking loose, but it'll go super slow. So just take a deep breath. Don't let yourself get upset by the fact that nothing is moving quickly, but, right? Nothing was moving quickly. So everything was stuck last week. Now it's moving, but very slowly. Oh, Aries, I know it's going to suck. I don't like it when things move slowly either. I'm an Aries, so that's why this is always an interesting bunch of readings for me to do because I get to see what's coming up for myself as well. 6 of Swords, your solution. What is going on there? Oh, you're going to use your power to help other people. This is wonderful news. Whatever you do end up having this other option, you might end up stepping up into your power at this point, but you're going to be able to use your power to help other people, which is super cool. It isn't always just about you, and that's, you know, much better karma in the overall scheme of things when we put ourselves into a place where we're taking care of ourselves as well as other people. Nice. Love that. Now then, the Wheel of Fortune is here for, of course, the 17th through the 23rd. We are double checking and verifying our timing. Of course, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, we definitely want to pay attention to what we're learning. What are we learning about here? This has to do a lot with our karma and who we are and what we're bringing to the table. What is our karmic lesson this particular week, okay? Are we learning patience? Have we been talking too much about patience? Has patience been, patience has been a thing all month so far. So, the karmic lesson, what did we learn? 10 of Cups is blocking us, so family love will be in the way. So pay attention to what kind of love you need from your family and what kind of family love you're getting at this time, 17th through the 23rd. Is somebody going to be like, hey, come on over, hang out with us? You're like, my schedule doesn't necessarily include this. So pay attention to that situation, right? So if it's against your scheduling, pay attention. And of course, the Fool shows that. The karmic lesson, boom, the Fool, jumping right in. You're going to just headlong jump in. You're going to skip over your friend, your family, and or chosen family. Like, come hang out with us. You're like, I got places to be, and I got to jump in right now. Maybe it's the timing finally loosened up. Everything here and everything here was like, oh, holding back, slow, 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 wait for it. Boom, go. And now you're going to go. Taking off. No questions asked. You're pushing forward. Huzzah. Love that. All right. Now, the final week of August, we have the 24th through the 30th. Ace of Wands. Ace of Wands, there's the gift of an idea. You have a brilliant new idea coming through for yourself. You're feeling the inspiration. Something is inspiring you. You're feeling good about what you're getting, and you're excited to implement it. You're going to bring up new information. You're going to bring something forward that is going to be very, very wonderful, and I love it for you. Your dreams and goals will be blocked, so that's interesting. So maybe this new idea doesn't really have to do with your dreams and goals. Maybe it's not a big, hairy deal or a big, hairy push forward in your career or whatever, but maybe it's something else. Like, I think I'd like to change my outfits. I'd like to change something around the house. I'd like to do something cool around the house or whatever. So you might have some other inspiration. This is a big inspiration nonetheless, but I don't think it's going to slow you down or make you sad, okay? I think you really will be enjoying what it is, and it will be helping you move forward. Nice. And of course, our solution, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is looking at it from a different perspective, okay? So even as you're getting your inspiration, look at it from a different perspective and see how many different ways you can make your new idea apply and help you in all areas of your life as opposed to just one area, okay? So that's kind of cool. I like that very much. That is good stuff, okay? So now we're going to go ahead and take these cards and set them aside so we can revisit them later in other readings, as we are wont to do. Yes, it's true. And if you haven't liked or subscribed to the channel yet, and you find that this is actually kind of vibing with you, it would really, really be cool if you went ahead and subscribed. I'd appreciate it. Thanks. This is that wonderful, wonderful, magical Nordic Tarot. And we're going to go ahead and add these cards to clarify this first week of 3rd through the 9th of August. Ta-da! All right. Let's see what we have here. Yep, we have the 9 of Wands. We were talking about that earlier. Yes, standing up for who you are. Don't give up on who you are. I mean, the sun is there for a reason. The sun is reminding you that there's light in you and you can share your light with other people. And if you compromise who you are right now too much, your light is getting dimmed, and that's not great. Okay, so pay attention to how you stand up for yourself as well. Judgment is here reminding you, be careful. Be careful what you're doing and how you're doing it. This card is a funny one Because for me, it always looks like a tornado out there. But I don't think that's a tornado at all. I think it's just a break in the mountains. That's a mountains right there. And the moon above it. So we're definitely paying attention to, yes, we're also paying attention to the duality of ourselves. We have there's an impression of her in the water, an impression of her out of the water. Ooh, remembering your feelings, right? We were told we had to feel our feelings this month. So we want to make sure that we're feeling our feelings this month. Let those feelings out. Let your emotions fly. But at the same time, use good judgment in how you do that so that you are taking good care of yourself. And of course, we also want you to take back your power. Take back control of a situation where it's important for you to know that you are doing what you need to do and getting what you need out of it, okay? Because, yeah, if you're not getting what you need out of the experience, maybe you need to be more in control, Aries. Big shock there. Okay, so we were saying that where you're blocked is that nothing was going to fall together, but nothing was going to fall apart either. So there's a win. Nothing is falling apart. Nothing is falling together. Everything is cool. And that's the truth of it, okay? So pay attention to what that means for you, okay? This particular week, right? You could have other issues here besides that. So good judgment and taking some version of control, yeah. With the Nine of Wands, don't compromise yourself and what you want out of the situation. The foundation of your heart is blocked, so that's frustration, right? Things aren't falling together. The foundation of your heart and the foundation of your ideas are blocked. Oh my. You have two fours, and they're in the block department, which means that your wants, needs, and desires are being put on the back burner. No wonder you're upset. No wonder this is happening here, and you have to stand up for yourself using good judgment. It just might not be a good time to fight about it, but then there might be some one area where you can take a little control, okay? So this is interesting. Your heart, the foundation of your heart's blocked. The foundation of your ideas is blocked. Okay, deep breath. This is the first week of August, right? This is the first week of August. You might just have to take a deep breath and go with the flow. King of Swords, there's a gentleman who knows things, who's quite in control of things. He likes to know that he's in charge of things. Whoever this guy is, he might be the guy who really has information you need. And we were talking about that before, where collecting the information from this person could be very empowering for you. And you might be able to use some of that to empower yourself. It's like, what am I in charge of over here? Oh, you're in charge of this square footage right here. This 10 by 10 zone here, that's you. Everything else is not you. Okay, so you take care of what you're in charge of, and that, in fact, helps you take care of you. All right? The world is also here showing that we are completing something. Something is coming to a completion. Maybe you're coming to an understanding about how things work in a certain area. You're understanding it. You're figuring it out. Things will come to a close, but that's because something else is starting. So some of you might be finishing a cycle of work. It might be a finishing of a cycle of school, learning, understanding, and pushing forward in a new cycle, okay? Because there's something beginning at the same time as you finish something, you always start something else. So I like the circular nature of the card. I like the circular nature of what it is. And yeah, you can move forward on something. Once you get this information from this person, you'll be able to move a little bit forward. It's not going to be great, but it's going to be a little bit forward, okay? And there's going to be new information about ways and means. The Page of Wands. This is always about you getting new information that will inspire you, which is super cool. So this new information you're getting from him is going to inspire you and help you with your fertility situation. So if you're not feeling abundant yet, this is a way of getting more abundant. And the Seven of Swords is, of course, part of that situation where you're dibbling and dabbling around trying to figure out what you're in control of. He's going to show you what you're in control of. You're going to stand up and go, oh, this is my domain. I can do something with this. Watch. And you're going to handle your business, okay? So you're going to stop. The end of the cycle there that you're finishing is the part of you that thinks you've got more that you're in control of, right? Oh, I'm not really in control of all that stuff after all. Okay, I'm going to walk away from all that. Now I'm going to step into, this is the stuff that I am in charge of. Ta-da! And this is it. You're going to go ahead and stand up for yourself here, and it's going to be beautiful, okay? Very, very cool. I like that. Okay, so then, let's go ahead and get a Mystic Forest Oracle card, right? Remember these guys? We're still out in the trees, so I really like these cards. They're perfect. Plus, they have lots of wonderful information. What do we got here? That's the one right there. Okay. So yeah, Aries, we have really done a great job here. I think there's a lot of good things happening. Yeah, it's a little funny this particular week, but I think you'll be fine. Ooh, Soul Awakening. Soul Awakening. Ta-da! Now let's read it. You are quite irresistible when your mind and heart pulse in the same rhythm. Why spend your days fighting yourself? You have better things to do. So, you are quite irresistible when your mind and heart pulse at the same rhythm. Oh, when they're pulsing at the same rhythm, which they aren't right this week, right? They're not yet. But then you're irresistible. Don't fight yourself. You have better things to do. So don't fight with yourself. Judgment. Yes, you're fighting yourself a little bit, but you're going to get out of it. And it's all, no wonder everything stops moving forward, because it's not working. Okay, so Soul Awakening, I really love that. You're starting to get to the place where you're going to get where you want to go. All right, remember to be the wise one here. Being the wise one sometimes means not saying things that you think right away. Okay, so be aware of that. Now then, let's get the mystery card. Dun, dun, dun. Ooh, the Devil. Nope, got the Devil card. In this deck, this is what the Devil card looks like, and they don't even call it that. They call him the Horned One. Yep, the Horned One, sure. So it is the Devil card, and we're talking about how we have the opportunity and the potential to sabotage ourselves this particular week. So I want you to pay attention to that. Don't sabotage yourself this week. Please pay attention to what you're doing. Don't make things harder for yourself. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. When all else fails, feel your feelings at home or in the car, but then come back out and be polite and handle the business. I know that sounds very rude for me to say to an Aries, but truth is truth. We need to stay cognizant and careful as we move forward so that we don't end up causing more trouble for ourselves, right? We don't want to do that. That is not the goal. You need a pocket full of rocks, okay? Let's get those rocks. All right. Smoky quartz, goldstone, and black amethyst. All right. So, smoky quartz, first chakra stone. We're talking about how staying grounded and staying in our bodies is going to be really important, and that's really great. Love that. Carry that in your pocket. It'll help you stay right where you need to be. Stay in your feelings. All good. Goldstone is going to be all about how on the physical plane you're going to be able to do physical stuff to create what you need to do and make things happen. All right, and that's going to be really important for you to do, and I appreciate that so much for you. You're going to be awesome. Okay, stay physically active and proactive in your situation. Now then, we have black amethyst, which is a third eye, sixth chakra stone. It's all about your third eye, and it's about how you are going to be able to see visions for yourself in meditation, of course, that are explaining to you where you are and how you are in the big picture on the planet. So when you remove yourself from the planet, or you pull yourself from the planet, and the planet is right here, the whole of itself, much like the world, you see the whole globe, and then you can see who you are, the little dot that is you on the globe, and then all the things and the ripple effect of you and who you are as a person on the planet and what effect you have on other people. It's going to be quite beautiful, and I think that you'll see what you're doing and how it's affecting other folks and how it will help you move forward, okay? So this is really good, okay? I'm going to set these stones down right here. Ta-da! Thank you, Aries, for being here. I appreciate you so much. You don't have to carry those stones if you don't want to. If you would like to carry something else, by all means, leave it in the comments. Let me know what you're carrying, and we'll have a conversation about the rocks. If you want to carry these ones too, we'll have a conversation about that. I appreciate you all so much. If you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed, now's a good time to do that. Then you won't miss a single video. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you next week about the 10th through the 16th. Thanks.